Hi, this is Melanie for Pardesi Reviews. I'm here to do a review of F2, Fun and Frustration. This film stars Venkatesh or Vinky and Varun Tej, and their characters are named Venky and Varun. Venkatesh is an orphan. Through a marriage broker, he's delighted to join a family with and be arranged in marriage to Tamana, who finds him appealing because he has no family for her to compete with. When I saw the trailer, I was a little skeptical about the whole gender dynamics thing and how he was this henpecked husband, but actually they didn't make the women look as bad as I was afraid they were going to. Really, it was another one of those men adjusting to what real life in a family and being married means, and having to give up your wild bachelor life. Varun Tej plays the young man who is dating Tamana's sister, and she's played by Marine Perzada. And I thought this was the first time that I've seen her. She was in None of the Above with Vijay Deverakonda, but I haven't seen that yet. But she was in Filari, which was a Hindi film with Anushka Sharma. So she had a small role as a bride in that one. And that one was also very comedic. So she was good at the comedic parts. Tamana, I've only seen a couple kind of comedic roles. I think she was with one with Prabhas. She did a good job, but the star of the film is really Venky. I've only seen him in the Mahesh Babu film where he played the older brother. Sitama, Vakatlo, Sirumali, Chettu. He and Mahesh Babu played brothers in that. I went with Shri, my friend, who loves Venky. She was laughing. My audience, they were laughing through this whole film. Comedies can be hard for me because I know a lot of it is wordplay that doesn't come through necessarily in the subtitles. She said every line that Venky gave, it was the way he delivered it. It was just absolutely hilarious. And then, of course, in the second half, because he appears in just about every Telugu film, especially a comedy, we had Vanilla Kishore playing John Stroh, King of the North. Just a random Game of Thrones reference that had nothing to do with anything, but it was just hilarious to see him deliver it with deadly serious delivery. What the guys do is kind of egregious. I'm not going to spoil it, but what the guys do is kind of egregious, and I'm not sure if there was enough groveling for the women to take them back. There's sort of a bizarre role of Prakash Raj in the second half playing a family friend. This is a movie that has a lot of cameos of a lot of different actors that I recognize. Nasser has a strange role to play in the film. It's set, half of the film is set in a European locale, and I'd be really curious if anybody knows where they filmed it, because I saw some palm trees, I saw some beautiful beaches, but also some, they were claiming parts of it were Italy, but I'm not sure if it might have been an Eastern European or Central European country that I'm just not familiar with, because it had beautiful red roofs, beautiful canals. So I don't know if it was all in one country. I'd be dying to know because I want to go there. It was so beautiful. I know a lot of Indian films were filming in Eastern Europe, but I was really curious because there was a lot of palm trees and beaches and stuff. So anyway, it was beautiful. The songs were somewhat catchy, but like there was a drinking song where the women got drunk, and then, Tamana falls in the pool, so her sari gets wet. It was very comedic, and she was good at this whole comedic drunk dancing. Seeing Varun and Venky dancing together and with crowds of white dancers in whatever European country they had made me laugh. But Venky and Varun were very good together. I think Varun was trying to do, I think I read he was trying to do kind of a rough Telangana accent. And from what I read, he didn't completely pull it off. He's very cute in the film, and I think he had a good chemistry with Venky. Most of his scenes, frankly, were with Venky, and they played off each other well. But like I said, the star of the film is Venky. He was very funny. Even if I wasn't getting the full flavor of his humor and his delivery and the way that he was saying his funny lines. I could tell, like I said, everybody around me was just dying. And a lot of it is kind of family dynamic stuff that it's like it hits, I think, a little close to the bone of being a little too true sometimes of how family dynamics can be and how tense things can be in a marriage. I know my husband and I have shared one of those looks when you have somebody who just says, "Oh, our wedding's not going to be like that," or "Our marriage isn't going to be like that," and they just are so overconfident of they're a know-it-all of, and you just look at each other and they have no idea what they're getting themselves into, because it's not so simple of just two people saying we're going to get married. The families get involved, and there's all sorts of tensions and things that come to the surface, and sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's not. Let me know what you thought about this film if you had a chance to see it. Follow me on Twitter at PardesiYT. Do subscribe here to Pardesi Reviews. If you hit the bell when you subscribe, then you'll get a notification whenever I have a new trailer reaction or film review. And do remember, all of my reviews and extra podcast discussions are available on the Pardesi podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, and anywhere you find podcasts.